Hello and welcome to yet another live streamed D&D game. I'm Rodney Thompson, a game designer on Dungeons & Dragons here at Wizards of the Coast, and today we are going to be playing the third session of the Lich-Queen's Beloved, a 17th level adventure using the D&D Next rules. I am obligated, as I am at the beginning of all of these live streams, to tell you that by watching this live stream you are participating in our playtest process and agreeing to the terms of our online playtest agreement, which can be found at www.dndnext.com. I should also warn you that we are adults and we sometimes use adult language, namely Matt, but we sometimes use adult language, so you have been warned just in case there are those around who are sensitive to such things. Previously on the Lich-Queen's Beloved, a group of intrepid adventurers who was called to the Githyanki city of Tuneroth by the Githyanki warlord Zetcherer was charged with the task of infiltrating the Palace of Whispers and slaying the Lich-Queen Vlaakith, killing her before she can complete her divine apotheosis and transform into some kind of evil god, whatever. The party snuck through the necropolis at the base of the palace, ambushed a group of Githyanki, and then used those Githyanki as their disguise for infiltrating the palace. Along the way, the party managed to rescue a member of the Chassal Ku, a rebel faction within the Githyanki. The rebel's name was Saris, and he agreed, if they freed him, to accompany them inside the Palace of Whispers and help them achieve their goals. When the party arrived, they found themselves in an empty entrance chamber and followed directions they had received thanks to a Speak with Dead spell that was cast previously by Aleforged. Thanks to the Speak with Dead spell, they knew how to get to the Will Grinder, the location of Zamkris. Zamkris is the head of the Chirai Inquisitors, basically the most zealous faction that supports the Lich Queen. And upon entering the room, Vathos, who apparently has some sort of personal goal associated with Zamkris, decided to throw caution to the wind and launch into an all-out attack when greeted with the scene there. Just to refresh your guys' idea of what the scene looks like, when you enter the room, you notice that a horrendous grinding noise filled the chamber, occasionally punctuated by tormented croaks. The ceiling rises to a darkened height of 50 feet, but drops to a height of only 30 feet in the middle. This lower area is roughly octagonal and supported by 8 obsidian pillars, 2 of which have been destroyed by the flailing beholder. The grinding noise seems to come from a cylinder of light, and the horrible croaks emanate from a large toad-like creature trapped within it. Now, when you arrived, there were 6 Githyanki standing in a circle around the Will Grinder, which you know to be the column of light at the beginning of at the center of the chamber. In addition, there was Zamkris, the floating, legless Githyanki, who has since fled around the corner and in turn been transformed into stone by Vathos. And then there is the Beholder itself. You'll also recall that during the fight last time, Saris charged forward, engaged the Githyanki warriors, but was put to sleep by the Beholder and was being dragged towards the Will Grinder by one of the Githyanki. So we have 3 players right now. Greg Bilsland, who is usually with us, is trekking through the wilds of Central America right now. That's actually not a joke. He really is trekking through the wilds of Central America. But we will be joined a little bit later by James Wyatt. In the meantime, I'd like for my players to go ahead and reintroduce yourselves, tell us what you do here at Wizards, and also reintroduce your characters. So we'll start with Chris.
My name is Chris Sims. I'm a technical editor here at Wizards of the Coast on D&D, and I'm playing Ozu Gauri, half-orc assassin.
I'm Tom Olson. I am a designer on Dungeons & Dragons, focusing on our digital games, and I am playing Aelford Shacklesmith, a dwarven cleric.
I'm Matt Zernit, and I'm a designer on Dungeons & Dragons, and I'm playing Vathos, a human wizard.
All right, so those are the 3 players we have right now. James will be joining us a little bit later to pick up Greg's character, Blamo, the planeswalking pirate. That's a great name. And behind the scenes, we have the lovely and talented Trevor Kidd, who is acting as our technical producer for this live stream. So, without further ado, I want to recount what happened last time. At the very end.
All right.
All right. So basically, the last thing that happened was Vathos. You had been hit by a dominate monster spell by Zamkris, which unfortunately had sort of stupefied you, but did not break your concentration on the spell. So you have just been sort of standing there dumbly over the stony body of Zamkris. And it was that's what happened last time. Zamkris then was unable to break free and is transformed into a statue and will be as such until something changes. That brings up Ozu. Ozu, you'll notice that you are in the narrow corridor on the, I guess that would technically be the eastern side of the room. It's backwards for me. Ozu, you are standing there and you can see Vathos standing over the body of the statue-y body of Zamkris. Behind you, you still hear the sounds of battle as Aelforge continues to fight off these Githyanki that are in front of him, but you do know that Aelforge was hit by a fear ray from the Beholder, and he is looking rather frightened right now.
Is he screaming?
I don't know, are you screaming?
No, I would not scream.
That's right. He's 17th level. You don't scream at 17th level.
Soldier, veteran
His
of
legs
wars.
buckle a little.
Exactly.
I'm probably breaking out in a cold sweat, but he wouldn't be screaming.
No, we've decided to use miniatures this time because it was turning into sort of a complicated fight, so I went ahead and set up the terrain here. Just so you know what you're looking at here, basically in the center there, what is currently represented by a back-to-tank miniature from the Star Wars miniatures line is actually the Will Grinder. That's the column of light that the slot is imprisoned in. The Githyanki that is standing up in the pure silver armor, that's the one dragging Ceres towards the Will Grinder. Ceres is the Githyanki on the ground there. There are two silver sword wielding Githyanki facing off against Aelforged, and the other one over here with the red sort of skirt around her legs is also a Githyanki wielding a silver sword. As you recall as well, the Beholder is not just a Beholder, but he is also wearing Eye Tyrant armor, which is a metal casing that covers him. Unfortunately, I did not have the time to put metal paint all over my miniature. He also has these little robotic-looking arms that are gripping long swords as well.
The Beholder's wearing pants, basically.
Kind of, yes.
He's wearing a shirt, a forearm shirt.
Right, a metal shirt. Anyways, so, Ozu, it is your turn.
So I want to take a moment to evaluate the situation and to see if I can
Situation
discern
right.
any way to shut off the Will Grinder and release this slot.
Yeah, you asked about that last time, and I was reviewing it. Basically, right now, it doesn't look like there's a physical mechanism. It looks like it's a pure spell. So if you wanted to pull the slot out of the Will Grinder, you think you're going to have to find some way to physically force it out. Now, the Will Grinder is just a column of light. It is not a physical thing, even though I've got it represented by the back to tank there. So you think that you could, if you could find a way to shove it out, it might pop out, but you don't think that you can shut it down physically. Now, magically, maybe, but physically,
Spin the Beholder around.
Yeah.
I'm going to go over here beside Aelforged,
Okay.
and I'm going to attack that Githyanki twice.
Okay.
Once with a rapier, once with a short sword.
All right. So you come up to the Githyanki, who basically is currently engaged with Aelforged and not paying full attention to you.
So I sneak attack him. 20 on the short sword,
Okay. 20 is a hit.
29 on the rapier.
That is, of course, also a hit. No, you blew right past his AC. Sorry, it's a miss.
Without sneak attack, that is 13 damage.
13.
But he can have 18 more, so
All right,
31.
total of 31. Okay. All right, so you come forward, and as he is swinging the silver sword towards Aelforged, and Aelforged is blocking it with his shield, you take advantage of his extended arm to quickly jab 2 times right under the arm. You see that viscous green blood begins to pour out through the armor that he's wearing, and he's basically wearing like mithril scale armor, so you begin to see it pour out over the scales.
I say surrender is always an option. Cowards.
All right, anything else for you?
Then I will use cunning action
Okay.
to
That's right. As a result
Disengage.
of the updates to the playtest packet, which were just released yesterday, so we're playing with fresh material. All rogues now get the cunning action.
Is there actually a square there?
Yes, there is.
I'm going to move away from him
Okay.
and then to here.
Okay. No problem. All right. And is that it?
Into a much worse position. Yes.
All right, so you tumble around, and you're actually, now you're kind of between the two of them, but you can see the one that's fighting Aleforged is slightly distracted by you. All right, it's Ceres' turn. Ceres has to make a death save. Ceres does, or a death roll, he does. So he has one. Mark that. One successful death save. All right, Aleforged. As you recall, you were hit by the fear ray, so the one thing that you are frightened for this turn, and you also have to use your movement to move away from the beholder.
Okay. So if I were to cast a spell first, or move either way, if I were to cast Earthquake,
Okay.
do I have a sense of how much damage it
What?
lets do?
So you know that casting Earthquake in an interior space can be extremely dangerous.
Yes.
It
I'm
could,
scared.
it could cause some serious damage. Now, the one thing is the Palace of Whispers is floating, so it's actually up in the air. Right? So casting Earthquake, it could go one of two ways. Catastrophically bad, and then it would collapse, start the palace collapsing from the sky, or it could be less effective because there's no ground for you
Okay.
to actually shake.
As a
So-
dwarf, do I have any sense of which way it would go?
I'm going to let you make an intelligence check to figure that out.
All right. 15?
That's pretty good. Okay, I need to.
Yep.
Now I get to figure that out.
I'm going to bring this place down.
I say do it. I say do it.
All right. So what you want to know basically is, are you going to bring the whole castle down, or the whole palace down,
or will it do nothing?
or will it do nothing? Right.
Certainly
Okay.
they'll know somebody's here.
Knock, knock.
Time to shake it up, Emma first.
Just shimmies a little bit.
It's like Jello.
Yeah, the chains holding it to the ground. What?
But imagine if they all break and if you start floating off into.
That would be awesome.
All right. So here's what you think will happen. Take that. You believe that what's going to happen is when you cast this, it will shake the palace, but because the palace is not actually attached to the ground,
Okay.
it's not going to be in risk of destroying the whole thing. Effectively, it'll probably shake portions of the palace loose, but you don't think it's going to collapse the whole thing.
Okay.
You do know, though, that casting a spell like that in a structure like this is going to cause things to fall from the ceiling.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I have the ability to cast it. I can cast it up to 500 feet away, 100-foot radius. So
Yes.
I don't think I have a line of sight. So it would basically be ground zero here.
Yeah.
I will save that. I'm not dead yet.
Okay.
Let's go with now. Since I have fear, if I cast destruction, since the creature has to make a Constitution save, I don't have any disadvantage
That's
or
correct.
anything.
Yep.
All right. So I'm going to cast. Make sure. Yep. I'm going to cast destruction on the
Okay.
beholder.
Okay.
He needs to make a Constitution save. Now, if I have figured out my spell DC correctly, it is
Should be 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your wisdom modifier.
18.
18?
Well, because I would have my holy symbol since I'm hammer of ordnance. So that's plus 5, I think,
Right.
at my level, plus 5 for my wisdom, so 8, so I have 18.
All right, beholders are magic resistant, so he is going to have
18
advantage
is
on
good.
this.
That's good.
All right, and I'm going to roll it out in the open because this seems relevant. It's a 9. All right, and let's see here. This is Constitution saving, right?
Constitution save, 15d6.
All right.
Wow, nice one.
So you so he fails the Constitution saving throw.
All right.
Eat it, beholder.
So I do not have that many d6, so we're going to have to roll this
Here's 66.
6. So I got 9.
And then you can roll all the black ones in.
Hey, that looks pretty good.
That does look pretty good.
So let's go. We got 10. We got 20. We got 30.
4.
We got 34.
And then all the black ones again, just roll them again. Sweet.
34. 44.
62.
62.
No, 52.
52, okay, 52. And so it's 52. That is necrotic damage.
Okay. So 52, right?
Yeah, 44 plus 8, 52.
Got it.
Slightly above average.
That's necrotic damage, right?
Necrotic.
Okay. Are there any other effects?
It was just if that reduces it to 0 hit points,
It does not.
bad things happen.
All right, so you call down destruction from your god. You're a cleric of Moradin, right?
Yes.
All right, and you call down the unmaking power of Moradin upon the beholder, and you see that it begins to sort of ripple and waver, but at the last second, right when you think it's about to be shredded, it manages to hold itself together. But you did deal a significant amount of damage to it.
Now I have to move, and I believe I only have one option,
Yeah, you have
which
to move
is there,
away
and then
from it.
down the,
Yep.
as far as I can go down the hallway.
So you are going to provoke from those two Githyanki warriors right there. Or, well, yes, you will provoke from both of them.
Okay.
And you might dice back. Anything special?
I don't think I can do
Okay,
anything
alright,
other
so
than
they
just
will-
back away.
They will make their attacks.
Hope for the best.
First attack is a 20.
Miss.
And the second attack is a 25.
Hit.
Alright, so that's 9 slashing damage. And go ahead and move yourself to where you end up.
Can I move through?
You can move through your allies, yes.
So let's see. So if I was here, that'd be. How many feet is this? Each square?
Each square is 5 feet.
All right, so let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I think that puts me right there if I've got my speed right. Now, is that a.
25 probably.
Well, so when you get down to the end of the hall, you can see that this is one of those ectoplasmic doors, the one that Saris opened for you using his psionic powers.
Do I have to use my full movement?
Yeah, you have to use your movement to
All right,
move
let me
as
just
far
make
away
sure
from
I
it
am.
as you can get.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, I'm probably. I don't have enough to go 35 to go through, so.
Right.
But I'm
Well,
close.
As you recall, the ectoplasmic doors you have to open psionically, otherwise they might hurt you. So.
Well, I don't know if I would be able to stop myself.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a closed door, so you wouldn't have to.
Oh, okay.
You wouldn't have to force yourself to do it there. All right, you are no longer frightened at the end of your turn, and it is now the Githyanki. It's their
What am I
turns.
doing?
Okay, so first the Githyanki back here with Saris picks him up and shoves him into the will grinder. Let's see here. That is not good for him. All right. You see that even though he's unconscious, once Saris is thrown into the will grinder, he begins to writhe in pain. His eyes remain closed, but he is basically twitching as though he's being tortured. And I'm going to...
Because he is being tortured.
Right. It's almost as if it's grinding his will or something. All right. So that is what she does. The two other ones. Okay, so the one that is next to the beholder, he is going to move over here to get a better line, and he is actually going to cast a spell.
Oh.
He is going to lob a fireball down the hallway. So he is going to put the fireball up against the rear wall.
Does he provoke an opportunity attack or anything?
No. So he puts the fireball against the rear wall, so I'm going to need both Vathos and Aelforge to make dexterity saving throws, please.
Enfuegoed.
14.
Okay. That's a success. What'd you get?
5.
Okay, that's not a success.
You gotta roll higher than that, man.
Yeah. Do better.
All right, Vathos, you're going to take 25 fire damage. You're going to take 12 fire damage from the explosion. All right. Meanwhile, the other two are actually going to turn on Ozu there. Ozu, you are in their... Actually, yeah, you are in their midst. So They're going to attack you with their silver swords.
Mm-hmm.
All right, each one's going to attack you twice. An 11 is a miss, but does a 26 hit?
Yep.
All right, that's 9 slashing damage. And does an 18 hit?
Nope.
All right, so that one misses you twice. So despite the fact that they've kind of got you pinned in there, you managed to fend them off.
You'll have to fight
with
better
your
than that,
swords.
fools.
Now it's the Beholder's turn. Boy, that sure does look like a shooting gallery right there. So the Beholder's going to float over here.
Damn it.
And he's going to land right there. And he's going to fire some eye rays. Conveniently, he has 3 targets right now. And, oh, he's only going to fire 2 eye rays this time. Okay, so I think he's going to fire 2 down the hall. So, let's see here. So, 1 at Aleforged. Aleforged, can you make a wisdom saving throw, please?
No. Well, 14.
No, it should be higher than that. You have your proficiency bonus on your wisdom saving throws.
Yeah,
too.
you get your
Plus 10.
wisdom save.
Oh, 19?
Yep. All right, sounds good. So you feel basically this beam of light strikes you, and for a second you're like, that Beholder's not so bad. But then you finally snap out of it as the power of your god wraps itself around your psyche.
It's just misunderstood.
That is a thing. Okay, so Vathos,
You have your proficiency bonus on
a
this.
black beam lances out towards you.
Additional.
Do you have 40 hit points or fewer?
No, I
Okay.
have more.
All right, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh. 12?
12, unfortunately, is a failure.
What about that inspiration die thing mechanic, whatever that
Failure's
thing
not
is?
an option.
You want to invoke your inspiration right now?
Yeah, what does that do again?
It's going to give you an extra d20 roll, basically lets you have advantage on that. save.
I'll give it a shot.
Otherwise, shoot.
Better, 18.
All right, that is a successful save. You are going to take 22 necrotic damage, though, as it lances up towards you. All right, and hand me that inspiration die back. As you guys recall, Vathos earned the inspiration die last time for playing to one of his weaknesses, his flaw that he was driven towards Zamkris and was rather reckless in getting there. And then let's see here.
Me? I'm gonna. You can get me in the area because it won't hurt me.
Then it's also going to open its central eye right down the hallway to you guys. So basically that hallway is
Good
flooded
luck with
with
magic
anti-magic.
Hey, I'm not dominated anymore.
That's true.
Oh.
Let's see here. That's interesting. All spells, magic items, and magical effects in the area are suppressed.
He's not turned to stone
So Vathos, you not only are you snap out of the domination, you also see the stony exterior of the Githyanki Zamkris peel away, and suddenly he returns to his normal fleshy state.
I thought we had a chance.
Although it's just suppressed, right?
It is just suppressed. All right, and Vathos, it's your turn.
Wow. Sucky bunch of suck. I eat the beholder's eyeball.
I say, move up to that beholder!
Lick his eyeball. Just run up to it. Lick it.
Meaning, please move
I don't
up-
understand
please
why
move
you
up
would
to
do
the
that.
beholder.
It's got to do something. It's got to freak the beholder
It would
out,
freak
right?
it free the beholder and the DM out, actually.
It would be. He would lose his turn.
So, the legless guy, my buddy here,
Zamkris, yes.
he is currently lying on the ground because
Yep.
he can't fly around.
Uh-huh. And you notice that he does not drift up off the ground.
Can we curb stomp him?
Oh, yeah. Well,
He has taken some damage, or no, he has not taken any damage, actually. That's a filthy lie.
oh, he has taken damage.
Oh,
He
damn
should
it.
have.
I'm not strong enough to do anything manually to him. Oh,
Pull his cloak over his head so he can't see us.
beholder.
Does that work in your games?
It should.
I can take care of this beholder.
He said with strangely large amounts of confidence.
Now, can I cast a spell that's targeted outside of the eye?
All spells, magic items, and magical effects within the area are suppressed.
You can't cast it outside.
Yeah.
The magic doesn't travel from you.
Even divine?
Yeah.
Lob it over the wall?
Wow, just totally thrown by that. Yeah, Vathos screams in fury and pulls his dagger and charges the beholder.
All right, I like the sound of that. Go ahead and move yourself up to the beholder.
You should run and slide under him and stab up.
The wizard should do that?
Yeah.
Maybe the rogue.
I got a 6. How's that for number?
Are you proficient in that?
The weapon?
Yeah.
Well, that might make it a little bit better than a 6, but does the 11 help?
So an 11 would be your total with the proficiency bonus. An 11 is unfortunately he is on the ground, so you actually have advantage on that attack. Or no, sorry, that's the beholder. Never mind. No, you unfortunately do not manage to penetrate the beholder's eye tyrant armor. My bad. I got confused for a second what you were doing. All right. So Vathos, you go charging at the beholder and bang ineffectually away on its eye tyrant armor. Anything else from you?
Nope.
Okay.
Now, while it's laughing,
Okay, so that is interesting. Zamchris is now lying on the ground. He is also within the anti-magic cone of the beholder, but that's not good for him either because he's a spellcaster.
he says,
So-
"What are you doing? Get your anti-magic off of me!"
My theory is that he can't psionically open the door.
So he is lying on the ground right now.
At my feet.
He is actually just going to take the total defense action, and so you see he like covers himself. He's like, "No, don't harm me."
Fetal position.
Oh, harm him, please.
Now, do I get a... So my magic weapon, I
No.
no longer get a plus for my magic
right.
weapon, right?
Yep.
We don't care what Vathos wants anymore.
All right, Ozu, you're up.
Disengage to move
Okay.
into this space
Okay.
and sneak attack the beholder.
Okay.
Get him.
Still get him, Ray.
Can you sneak attack a beholder? I mean, it's got 10 eyes.
It says I can.
He's distracted by Vathos'
The rules
Yeah,
of
my
the
ineffectual
rules of
scraping.
Advanced Dungeons and Dragons say that I can. 21 on both attacks.
All right, a 21 is a hit on both attacks.
That'll do. Yeah.
For 40 damage.
Is your weapon magical?
My weapon is not magical
Okay.
because our DM is stingy.
I'm not that stingy. Okay, so you drive your weapons into the beholder, and you manage to find some open spots in his armor. But as you punch your blades into it, you can see that it seems to be resisting the damage. Although you do notice that it begins to sway. You think that you have hurt it pretty badly.
I don't want to know what opening you found at the back of the beholder.
All right. Anything else?
Exhaust
you,
vents.
Ozu?
Exhaustion.
That's one way to call it.
I can't move through the larger creature space, right?
You are not a small creature, right?
Right.
You're a half orc.
Can I attempt an acrobatics check to do so?
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to roll under the beholder so I can get into the space.
Okay, I tell you what. I will let you attempt that acrobatics check to roll underneath it. But if you fail, it's going to swat at you with an opportunity attack.
Well, it's got long swords, right?
Yeah.
My result is only a 20.
Okay, that is good. You managed to tuck and roll under it and pop up on the other side. Luckily, because of the beholder's unique biology, you were able to pull that off.
I can only get to there. I can't get
Okay.
any farther.
Sounds
so
good.
I'm still adjacent to these guys.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
That will be the end of my turn.
All right. Saris is
Feel like that was
still
a pretty
in
good turn.
the will grinder. And Aelforged, you're up.
So with the Zamcrest, that's his name, right?
Yes.
Lying there.
He's on the ground. He's taking the total defense action, so basically, normally you'd have advantage if you were attacking him from being prone. He took total defense, so you would have disadvantage, so they cancel each other out.
The beholder.
Yeah, but if we take out the Beholder, then he pops up and just starts wailing us with spells.
Not if he's still turned to stone.
He's still concentrating on that spell. That spell's only suppressed.
Okay, so I should go after the Beholder.
Yes.
Yes, you should.
Now, can I get to the Beholder because the wizard is in front of me?
Be my guest.
I mean, I can do that.
I don't think...
It's a pretty narrow hallway, so it looks like you can't stand in the same spot as Vathos.
Is there? I guess I can't get between Vathos and the Beholder. That's sort of a quasi space.
Hit it with rock.
So, I am proficient with light hammers,
Okay.
and I can throw them.
Yep.
Now, what is involved as far as my movement being able to throw? I mean, like my action to be able to, because I've got.
Allow me to describe it.
Okay.
As part of your move action, you sheath your warhammer. As part of your action, you draw a light hammer. Then, as your action, you throw it.
Yep.
Okay. I will do that, and I will whip the light hammer right at the big eye of the Beholder.
Okay.
That'll be, I believe, a 14.
A 14? That's unfortunately not a hit. So your hammer clings off of its metallic armor. Anything else for you?
I don't think I can do anything else. You know,
You can step on Vathos' throat. Zamcrest's throat.
no, I think I'm gonna have to hold because I think Cure Light Wounds is an action.
It's also a spell.
Yeah, but it's a
Cure Wounds. Yeah, and Cure Wounds is an action.
yeah. Okay, no, I'm
And you're also in an anti-magic
Anti-magic
field.
field.
yeah.
Alright, anything else?
Actually, instead of sheath of my hammer, could I have dropped it on?
Not as an attack, I'm afraid.
Ow!
Alright, what's where you're dropping that thing, man? Alright, now it's the Githyanki's turn. Okay, there are Githyanki aplenty there. So the two that are still next to you, Ozu, are going to continue to attack.
I bite my thumb at them.
Alright, a 24.
That's a hit.
Alright, and the other one's a miss. So that's 9 slashing damage from that one.
Trying to piss me off.
A 21.
Is a hit.
Alright, that's another 9. So the two of them continue to chip away at you, but with limited success. Gosh, these other two are back there in the back, and they don't really have any way to do anything inside the anti-magic cone, so I think they might just move around and try and pin you between them and the Beholder. Alright. So they are swarming you, and their silver swords continue to flash. 4 sword slashes come at you. That is terrible. Alright, so those two are misses. 27's a hit, right?
Yes.
For 9. Okay, you are crit once for 16 slashing damage.
This isn't going well for me, just saying.
Alright. It's the Beholder's turn. There's anti-magic down the hall. So it will turn its eye rays on you, Ozu.
Uh-oh.
Let's see how many. Only 2, so you're good
Only
there.
2.
Only 2. Alright, so one eye stalk turns towards you, and I would like for you to make a dexterity saving throw as a sickly yellow beam lances out towards you.
I succeed.
Okay, really high then, huh?
I actually, I don't think I can fail, but let's see if I do.
Let's see if you can.
Want a 1 failure?
No,
We're gonna find out.
just throw those dice anywhere. It's fine.
12, actually.
12? Okay. A
That
12?
fails.
That is a failure, yes. Okay, so Your speed is reduced by 15, and attacks made against you have advantage. And you can only take a single action or a single move on each of your turns for 1 minute. So you are slowed by this. Basically,
How does
everything.
that affect cunning action? Probably doesn't.
It says you can take only a single action or a single move on each of your turns.
Okay.
So basically, the world around you seems to speed up, and I would like for you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
16.
All right. Lucky for you, basically you are able to anticipate this second beam of light, this sort of transparent heat ray that shoots out at you. You feel yourself grow drowsy, but do not fall asleep. It's going to keep the anti-magic pointed down the hallway there to allow its Githyanki time to subdue you, but that brings up Vathos.
Crap. Alright.
If you want to clear room for Aelforge to get up there, you'll need to disengage or suffer an opportunity attack.
That's what I will do, because I don't have any better options.
Okay. Alright, so you're going to disengage and retreat back. How far back are you going to go? All the way back to the door? You can stand over Zamkris if you want to stand over him.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Just put yourself in there. Yeah, that's good. These narrow hallways, there's not a lot of room for minis. Alright, anything else?
Nope.
Alright, Zamkris has a few options, so he will total defense again. Ozu. You got a lot of Githyanki around you.
I do.
You could come down the hallway.
I'm gonna stab the beholder. Where am I? No. I'm gonna disengage.
Okay.
And probably too slow to go under the beholder. Or am I?
Well, so you when you disengage, you move 15 feet. So.
Or is it 10 feet?
I think you're right. It's 10. We can look that up though.
Up to half your speed, it says.
Okay, there you go.
Up to half my speed. Half my speed is 7.5 feet.
So basically, you can move 1 square.
That is small.
You can move in that space between Githyanki and the wall.
So, yeah, I'm
You
gonna
can just push guys around if you want.
Actually, to help myself a little bit, I'm gonna move here, up against the wall.
Okay, no problem. All right.
Actually, if I can only move there, I'm not gonna move at all. I'm gonna stay there and attack the beholder.
All right. You're gonna make a single action. So yeah.
24
24 is a hit.
and 16.
16 is a miss.
He takes 6 damage.
6.
Where's Blammo when we need him?
He ran off, afraid, unfortunately. Ran off to Central America, terrified. All right, Aelforge, you are up.
Go get him, Tiger.
All right. I will, as part of my move action, draw my
Yep.
Ardent Despair. I will run up and I will poke the beholder in the eye with my hammer.
Should we get
23,
That is a hit.
and that'll be
Big bucks, no whammies.
yeah.
Hey.
If I'm doing this right, that'll be 26 damage.
26
from a magic weapon?
from a magic weapon. Ah, that is important. Okay, so
And not just any magic weapon, Ardent Despair.
right. Okay, so you go charging forward, and this massive eye and toothy maw basically fills your vision. You bring your hammer around and slam it right into the creature's eye. There's a flare of radiant energy from your weapon. And the beholder, basically its entire eye caves in, and you see that it basically begins to sort of collapse in on itself, and then it drops to the ground with a thud. It only had 3 hit points left, so the weapon damage. The weapon damage would have taken care of it. All right, so the beholder is dead. Go ahead and pull it off the map there, just for convenience sake. And thump. Thank you. The beholder is dead. That means the anti-magic is no longer blasting down the hallway.
Hooray!
Which means that Zamkrest goes, oh no! Turns back to stone. Alright. So with Zamkrest turned back to stone, and you having just slain the beholder, boy, the Githyanki feels sorry for them not to...
Hooray, it's
right.
Blammo.
Blammo wakes up.
Oh, you guys dealt with the beholder and Zamkrest? I'll show up now. The Githyanki are fleeing. Here I am.
Excellent.
Well played.
Is my name Blammo?
Yes.
I don't remember.
You're having a bout of amnesia?
Yes.
Okay.
Who are you people? What am I doing here?
You're about to get assassinated.
Okay. Why would anyone want me dead?
No
You
reason.
weren't here for the last 3 rounds.
Sorry about that, folks.
That's okay. Welcome, James Wyatt. You want to introduce yourself and your character?
Can you hear me? Okay. I'm James Wyatt. I work on story stuff, and my character's name is... I don't remember my name. Because I'm taking over from... Is it Greg?
Greg, yeah.
I don't even remember who I'm taking over for. But apparently my name is Blammo, Space Pirate.
Nice. Planar pirate, at least. Come on.
It says Space Pirate.
Oh, really?
All I have to work on is my notes here.
Okay,
because I
very
don't
well.
remember anything.
Very well. Okay, so why don't you go ahead and roll initiative for me?
Special guest this week.
10.
Oh, wow, that's exactly what he had last time.
How funny.
All right, so I put you in the
Remember your
initiative order.
initiative.
Did you bring miniature?
Yes, I am a four-sided die.
Okay, I think I...
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I think I can have miniature for you.
Conveniently steps off screen.
Nothing? No, I didn't bring miniatures. All right, so you will be Saris. So this is going to be you. This particular one with the outstretched sword like that.
Okay.
So go ahead and put yourself in the room over there off to the side.
one?
Yeah. You can put yourself right at the door if you want to. The door going into the corridor here.
How did I get here? This is not my beautiful house.
Okay, so back to the Githyanki. So 3 of them are going to continue to slash at Ozu.
How are you doing?
We'll see.
All right, Ozu, an 18
Miss.
was the highest that 2 of them rolled. Oh wait, actually they have advantage on attacks against you. So
Why?
that is 1.
Because he's slow? Or?
Because he's slowed. Yeah. All right. So one of the Githyanki misses you twice. One of the Githyanki will miss you once, and does a 26 hit?
Yes.
All right. He'll hit you for 9 damage, 9 slashing damage, and the last one will swing at you twice for a crit and a 23.
Both hit.
Okay. 23 is another 9, and the crit is. Another 16 slashing. That's exactly what I rolled on the last crit.
Unconscious.
All right. So, Ozu, you are slow, and there's these flashing blades around you, and you manage to fend off a few attacks, but unfortunately, the last one just drops you to the ground, and you begin to bleed. That Githyanki seeing you drop, the last Githyanki seeing you drop to the ground, will turn and just sort of casually flick his hand down the hall and hurl another fireball down the hall.
Ah,
So
you bloody bastards.
I'm going to need Vathos and Aelforge to each make dexterity saving throws.
Ah,
Fail.
yeah.
10. Alright, lucky for you guys, I rolled terribly on this fireball, so that's 15 fire damage for each of you.
Oh, hey, yay.
As flames fill the hall and then burn away. Vathos, it's now your turn.
It is.
Yes.
But you're dominated.
Really? Still?
Yeah, by its spell, it was suppressed.
Right, it was suppressed, so I didn't need to make a save. Did I get a
However,
save now?
we can we look at the spell again and check
was
it?
He should get another
Dominate
saving
monster.
throw if he was attacked by them.
Yeah, it's Dominate Monster, and
Even when it's suppressed?
You were just attacked by them.
Oh, no, okay, yes,
Yeah.
that's true.
Dominate monster.
it's Dominate Person. Sorry,
Dominate person.
Hey, you're a person.
It's true.
you're a person now.
If you're undead or a construct, it has no effect.
Oh, wow.
If only.
This is the salient part. The target makes a new saving throw against the spell if you give an order that is counter to its alignment or if your companions do anything harmful to it.
Yeah, there you go. So go ahead and make your save there.
Hey, look at that. No.
No. Okay.
What is it, a wisdom save?
Yeah, that's a 5.
That's a 15 for you, or 10 for you probably. Well, what is your wisdom?
11.
You have your proficiency bonus on wisdom save, so.
Oh, I do. Okay.
And actually, technically, you got fireball twice, haven't you? So you've been fireball twice. So go ahead and make another save just to check. It didn't really matter.
I did then.
Okay.
21.
Very nice. All right. So you are actually not dominated by him anymore.
All right.
Annihilate them without concern for me.
Well,
You know that I would say that too.
I also have raised
Some
dead spell.
meta space.
I have raised dead.
That only takes like, what, an hour to cast?
yeah, all right. I'll try Annihilation, and then I will probably die. The smarter thing to do, actually, is to erect an iron wall across the end of the hallway and
Wall yourself
ignore
off.
them. Yep. But I will not do that.
Okay.
I will instead go, crap. You're in the way. Because I can't get them all without going actually out into the room, which is
Guess that's a risk you'll have to take.
extremely unlikely I will do that. Ergo, I instead erect a wall in the hallway.
Okay. Between you and Aelforge, I assume.
Yep.
All right. So you're casting Wall of.
Well, it looks like a big old wall of iron, like a
Yeah, wall of
classic wall of iron, but it is in fact an illusion, and it is
Oh,
also
I see.
shadow and real.
Okay. Cool. All right. So basically, you raise an illusionary iron wall in front of you. Okay. And what did you use to do that?
A minor illusion.
Minor illusion. Okay. Okay. So that was Vathos. Zamchris is still now Stony. Ozu, death roll, please. Okay, that is one positive, or one successful.
How many
death
hit
roll.
points are you down?
86.
How many hit points
Okay,
are you down?
Blamo.
132.
Here's what happened.
Well,
You came into this
121.
palace
I think
with these
Massey
guys
was
to help them attack the Lich-Queen, and when they came into the very first chamber where they
500
encountered the
points.
Githyanki, there was not only 6
Divided
Githyanki
any way I want.
warriors there, but there were also
I
a
am
weird
down
Githyanki mage with no legs who floated in a
130
beholder.
some. Wow.
So perhaps wisely, you decided to retreat until you saw the beholder has been slain, and now are preparing to re-enter the area here. So go ahead and take your turn.
All right, I'm going to run forward.
The size of this floating castle, it only has one other room for us, right? There's only one other encounter after this.
So, what do I see here?
All right, so here's what you see. You see
wait, I
4
can't use the title.
Githyanki wielding silver
bless him.
swords, standing over the prone and bleeding body of a half-orc, who you know to be Ozu.
Well, it looks vaguely familiar to me somehow. We've just added a charge rule, haven't we? But it's half your speed, isn't it?
Not 100% positive, but yeah. I think so.
So I'm just gonna move up.
Okay.
I think that's all I can do.
The shadow partially real effect doesn't work on cantrips, so it's actually just an illusory wall.
Okay, just an illusionary wall. Okay, great.
I believe I'm
way to be useful.
Okay.
Hey, they're not looking at me. That's fine by me.
For next time.
It's not going to prevent a fireball.
They
All
don't know
right,
that.
Saris is still the Willbringer. Aelforged, you sort of hear this behind you, and you turn around, and there's a giant steel wall there that you didn't notice before.
All right, I am going to go cast Mass Heal.
Okay.
So it says a flood of healing energy flows from you into injured creatures around you.
Okay.
So my range is 50 feet.
Okay.
You restore up to 500 hit points divided as you choose among any creatures within range. So it doesn't have to be sight, so I
Okay.
can get him.
Uh-huh.
So how many you need?
I need 86.
So you take 86. How many do you need?
121.
You take 121.
I'm sure it was low hit points before, but now
Did he
I'm fine.
not mark on there?
Uh,
Actually, I don't think it's going to matter.
Because then I
it
go
says
up to
39, but maybe that's counting damage rather than.
Yeah.
So I take another 130. So there's 100 and some left.
Oh, yeah. You're good.
I'm good.
All right. So, the power of
Praise
Moradin.
Lord.
Yeah.
Raise my hammer.
All right.
Stand up and kill that guy.
And what
Oh,
level
no
spell was
problem.
that, my friend?
Huh?
What level spell was
That
my
is
friend?
my
Ninth level?
biggie. That
Ninth
is my
level?
9th level.
All right. So, divine power flows outward from you, and basically, it's like when they open the Ark of the Covenant at the end of Raiders, like just beams of energy are streaking out and swirling around you. But you guys find your wounds sealing themselves.
My face is melting.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
What about any terror of the Get Yankee? Is the power of Morden compels them to lay down?
You do believe that that has frightened them somewhat, especially because they look down and see Ozu basically whole and hale
And I go,
on the ground.
You know what I'm tempted is have the extra
time
hit
for
points
blood.
go into the beholder. Bring the beholder back for fun.
Oh, you could bring the guy back in the torture chamber.
Oh yeah.
Wouldn't that be great?
We're gonna throw the healing spells onto.
Bring him back to consciousness just so you can really,
Yeah.
really get into
I've got
it.
extra extra hit points. We'll put the extra into him. Does it break the enchantment?
Hang on a second.
If not, then earthquake's coming.
We don't need earthquake anymore.
I'll save that one.
Okay. Unfortunately, I have bad news. Ceres has died in the wheel grinder.
Oh, well done.
Yeah. Screw that guy.
Yeah. All right. So you cast your spell. Anything else for this turn? You want to move?
Haven't you done enough, sir?
Yeah, you can move.
I will move up next to my buddy to help.
Okay.
Well, your mass heal spell doesn't allow me to stand up instantly.
Yeah. Right. All right. Anything else?
I think that is all. No, that's my action, so I cannot do anything else. I'll just move up and sort of help defend the fallen Ozu till he can stand up and murder these guys.
Okay, this is interesting. All right, so 2 of them can get to you no problem. The other 2 are kind of actually pinned in by Blammo and Ozu, so they kind of have to stay where they are.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so 2 of them are going to attack Ozu on the ground.
Am I still slowed?
Yes, it's 4-1.
Not in the face. Not in the face.
All right, that is a 22.
Hit.
Okay, and the other one's going to hit as well. So that's 18 slashing damage, 2 and 2, or 9 and 9, I mean. And then the next one is a crit and a 16. So 16 is a miss, right?
Yes.
All right, so you take 17 slashing damage from the crit.
I'll take 8 for that.
Okay.
I evade it.
All right, and the other 2, they'll actually turn their attention on you because you are obviously healing people and such.
And killing beholders.
Right. So they will start slashing at you.
MVP.
All right, that is a 27 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right, that's 9. And next one, a 24
24 will hit.
and 19.
19 misses.
19 damage.
19 to hit.
19 will hit.
19 doesn't hit you.
Well, 19 won't hit. I'm sorry. I'm
Okay,
confused.
all right.
Yeah, 19 won't
So that's 9 from each of the 2 hits.
hit. Okay, I was
Yeah.
off a hit.
All right, and they begin to slash at you there. Oh man, they're almost out of spells. Vathos, you
Almost.
have created your
Right.
illusionary wall there.
Finally.
And now you're fully healed.
That's
And
right.
you're fully healed.
And
now you
I
just run away with
pull
the
up
stone.
my gemstone again, and I use my 9th level spell to try and trap the soul of
Okay.
Zamkras again.
You're gonna try and trap Zamkras' soul. Okay? Using your 9th level slot to trap his soul.
Wait a minute. Didn't you already cast Trap of Soul?
Yes.
That's an 8th level spell.
As an 8th level spell.
Yeah.
Oh.
So now he's using his 9th level spell slot to cast this spell.
That's got to be worth
All right, and so he's making what kind of save? Wisdom?
Wisdom.
Okay. And he is. Let's see here.
Stunned and
Okay.
something.
I'm going to roll this out in the open. That's a 2. Let's see if the camera can capture that. It's a 2. All right. Very nice. There's no saving against that. So, you rip his soul right
his
out.
whole body just vanishes.
His whole body. Okay.
Yeah.
Whole body vanishes into the gym, and I assume you're going to stop concentrating on the.
Yes.
All right. You now have a gym
He is
containing
mine.
Zamchris, the leader of the Chirai Inquisitors. All right, anything else?
That's it.
All right,
We're gonna get like a
Zamchris out.
stony exoskeleton or a carapace.
No.
that's kind of creepy. We're sitting here fighting over here. He is mine. Behind a steel wall.
Comes through the wall. All right, Ozu, you're up.
I stand up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one crit me?
The one in the red skirt.
I stab her in the face.
All right.
Uh, 15
15 is unfortunately a miss.
and a 24.
That is it.
She can have 28 damage.
28. Okay. Got it. All right. Blamo, you are now up. The one in the red skirt
Actually,
there.
wait a minute. Standing up is my action, right?
No,
No, that's your
Standing up
movement.
uses your move.
That's your movement.
But I can only move or attack.
Oh, that's right. You're slowed. So you could have just attacked from the ground if you wanted. At disadvantage.
step at it.
No, I'll stand up.
All right.
I guess I did.
So never mind. That attack didn't happen thanks to the beholder's lingering eye ray. Okay, that is 3 of those. All right. Blamo, the Githyanki before you, neither of them have been wounded at all.
Well, let's change that.
Okay.
I'll start with the one in the red skirt. That's a 14.
14 is a miss.
Attack number 2. The same one, that's a 27.
That's it.
Not a critical hit. Dang it. 7 damage.
Okay.
And attack number 3 is a 16.
That is it.
It is?
Yep.
Okay, 7 more damage.
All right. All right. So you and she engage in a brief duel, and that'll bring up Aelforged.
I think I just gotta hit the guy diagonal.
Okay. Yep. He has taken some damage.
I'm gonna just have to try to hit that guy. 28.
That will hit.
15, 21 damage.
21.
Let's give him a rap in the noggin with my
Okay.
hammer.
All right. You once again, your hammer flares with radiant energy, and you drop this one. Actually, he had taken a pretty significant chunk of damage previously. He falls to the ground dead. Very nice. Okay. That brings up their turns. So you stood up, Ozu, right? Mm-hmm. They still have advantage against you, so it'd be silly not to keep attacking the slow guy. So, first, Githyanki attacks you. That's gonna miss, but the 24 is a hit, right?
Mm-hmm.
For 9. And the second Githyanki slashes at you twice. That is a 23.
Hit.
Okay, so that's 2 hits for 9 each. 2 more hits for 9 each. So a total of 3 this round.
Okay.
All right, the one fighting Aelforged. Aelforged, he is going to try and blast you back into the steel wall that has appeared there. So I need the notebook. All right, I'm going to need you to make a saving throw.
All right.
Plus I roll. Just want to double check one thing real quick. Something's got changed. All right, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Now, do I also have proficiency on this one?
And actually, he's going to angle it so that you also have to make the Constitution saving throw, Uzu.
12.
That's fair.
11.
Okay. So you're both going to fail.
So why do I only have the proficiency on... Is it just on wisdom saves?
On wisdom and charisma save.
Okay. All right. You're each only going to take 9 points of thunder damage. But he will push you guys each backwards 10 feet. And he believes that there is a wall there that he is going to slam Aelforge into. But Aelforge, you are actually blasted back, I guess, right to the edge of the wall where you are, where you're standing. So Aelforge, move yourself back next to Vathos.
Like in front of him or
Yeah,
all the way?
in front of him, yeah. And Ozu back up against the wall there. Basically, he casts Thunder Wave, and this thunderous blast echoes through the chamber, and it's almost deafening, it's so loud. And that almost certainly attracted other attentions.
Awesome.
Vathos.
Right.
Is the... Without them concentrating, is there anything changing in the will grinder?
No. It looks like they were probably just watching.
Okay.
Is the swad still croaking?
Feebly, but yes.
I wonder if we can push him out.
The answer to that question is yes.
Wow.
All right.
Just push the Balder's body in.
Well, that might be true. Vathos is going to step out through his illusion.
Oh, hey.
Waha!
And cast Polymorph on this Githyanki.
Okay.
So is his hit point maximum 150 or higher?
No.
Okay, then it still has to make a save.
All right.
Wisdom save. DC 18.
Wow. With a natural 4, he fails that.
All right.
And these guys are not the wisest.
I turn him into a fish.
Okay. A fish begins flopping around on the ground there. I'll go ahead and pull that Githyanki off. Yep. Okay, and that was one that hadn't taken any damage. Ozu.
I stabbed the one between me and, I forget.
Blemo. Oh, right. Yeah, my bad.
21 and 27.
Okay, those are both hits.
Takes 7 damage plus
1 billion.
26 damage.
Plus 7?
26 total.
26 total. Okay. All right. So you jab at this guy, and he's sort of trying to divide his attention between you and the pirate next to him. But you get through his defenses. Speaking of the pirate, it's now your turn, Blemo.
All right, I'm gonna make 3 attacks upon the one in the red skirt.
Okay.
Roll them all at once at this point.
Sure.
So 13, 16, and 26.
The 16 and the 26 are, of course, hits.
16 damage.
Okay.
I feel like if you say R before each attack, you should get +1.
Arr! Yar, I be getting +1.
I forgot I talked like that.
You know, yesterday was Talk Like a Parrot Day, apparently.
Yes.
Little known fact. Unless you're on the internet, and then it's a widely known fact. But anyways. All right, Aelforge, you're up.
I will step back through the illusionary wall,
Alright.
see that there is a fish.
Yep.
I'll casually step on the fish as I am walking over to punch Red Skirt in the face with a hammer.
All right.
Call it Wanda.
Wanda, the fish called Wanda.
No, he needs to get the Yankee.
Oh, a natural one. So.
All right.
You slipped on the fish.
I did. I was totally distracted by the fish. I go slide.
So with the polymorph spell, is he getting saving throws or anything right now?
So the way that the spell works, it has these sort of built-in protections. So like he's got all his hit points, his intelligence, all that other stuff, and so on. But it says the capabilities and limitations of the new form.
Right.
So my presumption is that since this thing lasts an hour, that fish will die.
Probably.
So that's it.
Okay. And he doesn't.
We might want to revisit how the spells work.
Well, I mean, you are a 17th level character, and he is like. 12th
Yeah, but it's only a 4th level
Oh, believe me, polymorph is on the list.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so you are.
Awesome.
The list.
You are.
Capital T,
He's not getting any more saving throws, right?
No, I don't see any way that he gets a saving throw.
All right. Okay, so Ozu, the one that's next to you, is going to continue to attack you. Wow, I didn't roll anything above a 5 on 4 dice. Alright, so despite being slowed, you managed to fend him off. The one in the red skirt turns invisible. Please pull the miniature off the board for me.
Please leave the miniature on the board because I know where she is as long as she's within 10 feet of me.
Oh, okay, great. Never mind. Vathos.
She's there. She's right there.
You can hear her.
Yeah, I can hear her.
Fish. Let's try this other one. Turn DC 18.
Okay. Also a failure. So there you go.
Should've done this a little
We're gonna
earlier.
eat good tonight. Oh.
If we cook them within the hour, you know.
Ooh, but if they're not fully digested, do they start reverting back?
If it's if I lose concentration,
We'll get full very quickly.
Wait, if you lose concentration?
yeah, they revert.
It is concentration.
Oh, it is concentration. I can't
So
fish
you
that
can't
one.
do it on 2 of them,
Oh,
yeah.
it's not a fish. That never mind.
Yeah.
Unfish.
Sorry, you don't get to concentrate on 5 spells.
No. All right. Unfish. In that case, magic missile.
Why would you follow the rules?
Sad magic missile. Very sad. 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage on the one you can see. Alright.
Yeah.
Okay, Ozu.
Since I still am limited to one action, I just stabbed the one in front of me again. Because I'm not going to try to move anywhere.
What the red skirt that's invisible, or the other one?
The only one I can reach is the other one.
No, is that true? I thought he could hit both of them.
He can't. He's slowed by the beholder's ivy, so he can't move and attack.
Oh, I just thought it was still in range, but he's getting a half
Because I got
square.
pushed back.
The walls take up a little bit of that last square.
Okay.
I deal that one 20 damage.
20?
With my short sword.
Okay, it is still alive, but just barely. You can see it is reeling from the damage it's taken. And Blemo, you are up.
All right,
The one in
kill
front
that
of you
one.
is very badly hurt.
I will use my first attack to try to kill that one.
Yep.
25.
That is it?
For 9.
That will kill it.
Okay. Then I'm going to take a blind swing in the spot
Okay.
where I last saw the one with the red skirt.
Okay.
I don't remember what I do. Do I just
Disadvantage. Wow.
2 20s.
I wish there was a camera right there. 2 natural 20s.
2 natural 20s.
Wow.
So that'll be 15 damage, and I might stun it with my flail.
Plus you also get the extra die, remember.
That I counted that.
Oh, you rolled that. Okay. 15.
15.
Okay.
And DC 15 con save or stunned until the end of its next turn.
She succeeds.
Okay.
And your third attack?
And then my third attack.
Can you do a repeat performance double crit?
I doubt it.
Almost.
13 and a 20, so 23
That's a hit.
is 13 more damage.
Okay.
You did 15 with a crit and 13 with a natural roll.
That seems wrong. So with the crit, I rolled a 2.
Yeah.
My max damage is 13. What did I say I did on the second attack?
You said you did.
You said 13. So did you roll an 8 on the?
I think I did.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, that's right.
So you just rolled low on your crit die.
Right.
That's fine.
Oh, okay.
All right.
She's going to have an instant replay of that. She's
Yeah.
all like, I'm invisible. Oh!
She's very badly hurt. Elforge, you see him striking something invisible in front of him.
Do I also have disadvantage?
Yes, it's
All
still
right.
invisible.
Oh, I would like to use my move.
Yeah.
My lowest is a 16.
Lowest is a 16?
Yeah.
And is a hit.
Alrighty. Hopefully she's really close to dead. Because here comes.
Wow.
Here comes. Let's see. 22. Was it?
Yeah, okay, yeah, you're gonna kill her.
22 plus 6, 28.
All right, so there's a flare of radiant light, and you slay the last Githyanki. All right.
Huzzah!
And with that, an eerie silence falls over the room, save for the grinding noise and the low croaks of the slod in the wheel grinder.
Should we save the slot?
What?
Hell no.
Why not unleash him?
On us?
Hold on. I mean.
I mean, limbo now.
Is
you're
it
gonna-
coherent?
So I assume you're going to maintain the concentration on the Polymorph spell, and so that one
Yeah, just I'll wait for it
I want to throw the fish
Tap
into
out.
there.
and the wheel grinder.
Yeah.
Sure.
Might as well. Go for
Flick
it.
the fish in.
All right.
And now say unconcentrate.
Yeah.
What?
There you go.
What?
Because make them feel more pain.
What? It's not like the fish doesn't feel. What?
Fish don't have any feelings.
We can't see the expression on the fish's face.
Please do not tempt the animal rights in.
You know what?
Nirvana.
I don't need to concentrate on it, so what the hell? Sure, I'll stop
So
concentrating.
after the
All
fish
right.
are in and in pain,
All right, so the fish is thrown into the wheel grinder by you, and it flops pathetically until you stop concentrating, and then it turns into a Githyanki who is racked by pain, and you see it is struggling feebly against the magics that are coursing through it.
can it speak if we ask it a question, or is it too much pain?
You can try.
All right.
Are you sure I know these guys?
Not real well.
What's your alignment, man?
I don't know.
My character, one of his flaws is he's desensitized to violence. So it does not phase.
Okay then.
By 17th level, yeah.
He's an ex-soldier. He's desensitized to violence. So this doesn't phase him. He just figures he's put him in. He's going to torture him to get information. He says, "Can you hear me?"
It sort of rolls its eyes toward you and says something in a language that I'm not sure you speak, but you do. You know that it says, "Please free me."
So ask it where the route to the chamber room. We got to go to the library, right, to get the phylactery.
Sure.
We will free you if you direct us toward the library.
I'll take you there.
No, you will tell us how to get there.
Oh yeah, I don't want to.
It's hard to get there.
We've
It's a little bit complicated.
Actually, real quick, I huddled. How do we get
Give
there?
me a piece of paper
So
and a
are you
pencil,
are you
I'll draw
actually
you
pulling
a
these guys off to
map.
the side to talk to them?
Well, I'm going to talk to the wizard and go, how do we get through the doors? We don't have a Githyanki anymore.
Yes, we do.
In there?
I point to the.
The guy getting tortured?
Yeah.
All right, because we need him then. How bad a shape is he in? Like, I want him down.
He's physically
What?
only partially wounded, but he is looks like he's in pretty bad pain.
Is this causing, like, damage to go down?
You don't see, like, he doesn't look like he's being physically wounded.
All right.
It's called the will grinder after all.
Yeah.
Oh, funny. I was hearing wheel grinder.
Will grinder.
I think we got
So I'm not pulling him out of there. You guys can if you want to.
I don't even know how. Honestly.
Well, I'm going to take the
I guess I could
beholder.
telekinesis him out.
Well, no, I was going to take the beholder and just push the beholder into there to push him out. Basically,
Just
displace
grab
him.
the eye stalks and swing it like a beach ball.
Well, I don't want to knock the slot out. So I'm just going to try to strategically.
No,
push them.
I could telekinesis her out if we really wanted to, I suppose. But I mean, like how do we? Okay, we're torturing the Githyanki. Like I don't know how we trust the Githyanki that we torture and that was gonna kill us.
Chaotic evil.
Yeah, I
It
don't.
doesn't matter that we tortured her.
Because you're chaotic evil? Got it.
While they're debating, I slowly go over to the pillar of light and I slowly reach my hand into
By
there.
this time,
I
it
grab
wears
her
off. By this time, you're no longer slowed.
Okay, I just grab her out.
You're gonna try and pull her out?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I need you
I could have
to
telekinesis.
make a wisdom saving throw.
You need me to?
I do.
Well, I'm not about fulfilling your needs.
Oh. I assure you are, player.
That's only a
Put
21.
on my Viking hat. What?
21.
21 is fine. All right, so you reach out and you grab a hold of the Githyanki's arm, and when you do, it feels like like you stand up really quick. You get that dizzy feeling. It feels like that. Only it feels like you're being drawn towards it, and you realize that it's trying to pull you into it. But you yank her out fast enough, and she collapses in a heap on the ground beside you, and you can see that she's like laying there panting.
And I say, by the law of Gith, your life is mine.
She appears to be just staring off into space.
Let's.
I kick her. Wake up.
She grunts in pain, but doesn't seem to be responding.
I'll kick just because.
Wow.
Who are these people?
My character's. It's his first time he's got to sort of use his.
So did I pull her out too late?
She seems to be sort of zoned out and staring off into space. That's all you can really tell.
Ground will.
I'm still thinking about letting the frog
I
out.
say, I kind of tap her cheek. Wake up. Wake up.
If we rest,
Wake up.
I could dominate monster.
Should we put her back in?
I need to rest.
Let's put her back in while we rest so she doesn't get away.
No.
Well, he's got a point. I mean, I don't know how else.
Do you really want
let's
a
put him
spell?
in while we
Do you
rest.
want a spell cast? I just healed you guys 100%. Do you want a spell cast in Githyanki just chilling out with us while we're trying to heal and recover?
I'll keep guard over.
They can turn invisible and cast fireball.
I take my short sword out and I put it right under her neck like that, and I go, she can't turn invisible fast enough.
All right.
But you need to rest.
I can hold my dagger here while I rest. I'm not going to go to sleep. I'm in prime physical condition.
So,
sir.
if I'm correct in understanding you, your intention is that you want to take a short rest here. You want to grab an
a
hour.
long rest.
Now, as you recall, one of the things that the Githyanki did was cast Thunderwave, which created a
we don't have a lot of time.
very loud noise.
Well, I mean, if we don't know where we're going and we can't go through these doors, it doesn't matter, right? We might as well take as long a rest as until people come and get us.
It's got a point.
You do have Zamchris inside of a gem.
Yeah.
You might be able to open the doors for us.
Well, can you just hold it? Does it just... Hey, what if we just drag her... I'm just going to drag her over by the door. Just physically dragging her. Does the door do anything?
It doesn't react.
I punch her again. Useless Githyanki.
I will ask Zamkras where we might go to be undisturbed.
Does Zamchris have to answer you truthfully?
I believe he does. Let me
I'm
check.
pretty sure we'd be
I think
undisturbed
that's
if we
true,
went into
but I'm
the
not
Pillar of Light. I'm sure they'd leave us alone if we went in there.
in the pillar of light.
In the Pillar of Light.
Is the slot still croaking?
Yeah, but very feebly. You suspect it probably has a little bit stronger will than just the run-of-the-mill Githyanki.
Well,
I wouldn't normally suspect.
I can communicate telepathically with him, but he does not appear to have to tell the truth.
So basically, you're just talking to him, effectively.
Yes.
Okay, sure.
I need to build a rapport with Mr. Zamkras.
Okay, right. You need to convince him that you're on his side. No, I put you in this gym for your own protection. Right.
Because otherwise my friends would have been kicking you and throwing you in the wheel grinder.
Pretty much.
So you ask him where you can go to rest safely.
Essentially, yeah.
He tells you that you would be safe if you were to go rest in his quarters.
feel like we should be able to do that riddle where if we were to ask you, would you be telling the you get the two, one pillar always tells the truth, one that always tells the lies. So yes, the one that the other one would say. And you take the opposite.
I ask him whether or not teleportation is possible inside the Citadel.
You ask him whether or not teleportation is possible inside the Citadel? He tells you that yes, it is, and you can, use basically any kind of teleportation magic that you want.
What about opening a gate?
That is actually a fantastic question.
Do you know where his quarters are?
No.
If we get charged, don't cast an earthquake.
Okay. He says that using a gate is possible inside the Palace of Whispers, but any like plane hopping powers that are activated inside the palace, basically before it works, Vlaakith can take control of it and change it. So, like, if you were to say try and open a gate, Vlaakith could determine where it opens.
That sounds like
And she knows when you do that. So
Right.
It's something that just happens.
Hey, Rodney?
Yeah.
I must
Am I
not
supposed to have
die
any
in this place.
You have, I think,
did you say?
Greg picked up +1 armor.
I said I must not die in this place.
+1 armor and weapon?
Yeah.
That explains the numbers. Thank you.
All right. I'm gonna have Zamgrass tell me all about this place, his lab, give me some mental visions of it, if he will, and then I will offer to teleport the party there, and hope that it works.
Okay.
What's the worst that could happen?
Whoa.
You cast Earthquake? Yeah.
Okay, he tells you that his quarters are nearby and that they are connected directly to his own laboratory as well. And he tells you that if you want to reach his quarters, you need only teleport 10 feet through the eastern wall down near the ectoplasmic door.
This does not sound.
Through the eastern wall, like that way.
That does not sound.
Towards Chris and Tom.
That sounds like we teleport
That
into
way,
the space.
viewers at home.
I don't trust him.
We don't know that this discussion is going on.
Yeah, this is all going on.
Oh, we don't hear him talking. He's mentally communicating. I thought he was
true, yes.
actually talking to the
He's
gem.
not holding the gem going, how can we get to your...
Oh, I thought he was holding the gem and he was talking to the gem. Oh, then meanwhile,
All in his mind.
I'm waiting to see if the Gith Yankee can open that door right there.
I can teleport us to a safe location.
Where?
The laboratory of
I thought
Zamgrass.
teleportation and spells didn't work here. I thought you could only get in from the entrance gate. That there was stuff monitored. You couldn't sneak into this place. Won't that set off alarms?
How do you know this?
I have been told by Zamgrass.
Where is Zamcrest?
I have him.
That's not creepy at all.
Not at all.
Hey, he's in.
Listen, we got to get out of here, so I'm in.
I trust the
Well, if
faceless
we're-
master.
If we're doing that, do we need to? What do we do with the Gith Yankee?
She can come with us, or she can go back in the wheel grinder. I don't really.
Yeah,
Taking a prisoner is going to slow us down if,
Yeah,
if we're
that's-
not going to use.
Tuck her back.
I say fine. I pick her up and throw her back in the wheel
But
grinder.
she's a prisoner. We should kill her.
I pick her up and throw her back in the wheel grinder.
All right.
Close enough.
You throw her back in the wheel grinder. She maintains that same slack-jawed, glassy-eyed appearance.
It's a mistake to leave her alive.
You realize that killing her, short of disintegrating her body, and all the bodies here, isn't going to be much use, since probably somebody here can do the same trick that you did.
And her soul will flow into the walls and whisper to Vlaakith.
Yeah, you need to stop talking.
Yeah, let's go with the creepy wizard. That seems like a good idea. You know we're just gonna teleport. We're gonna teleport 200 feet above the ground and fall.
Then
That
I'm
will
in.
be fine.
I'm in.
We can do that.
I'm in.
Let's do it. Teleport.
All in.
All right, so you're teleporting.
Wham!
And are you teleporting to where he describes his laboratory, or are you teleporting to his quarters?
Quarters
Yes.
is my request. Since I don't really know what your options are.
Well, did he describe where his laboratory? Wait, did he describe where his laboratory was, and then?
He said that like his quarters are immediately east of here, and you can teleport to them from here.
Right.
His laboratory is south of that.
Okay, no. Let's go to his quarters.
Okay. All right. So, what are you casting to teleport yourselves?
Teleport.
Okay, you cast to teleport. All right. Any chance for mishap?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Sweet.
Just checking. All right. Go ahead and roll.
Why
it.
not use these spells if you can't use the neat little table?
Well, so I have not viewed it unless he gave me some sort of
He can give you
mental
a mental
image.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
so
you're communicating telepathically with him, so
Right.
he can give you a mental image.
so that
Doesn't
is
have
that
to be
is
a true mental image, but it can be in
that. So I don't know where that would be on the scale here, as far as studied carefully, seen casually, or viewed once.
Let's go with seeing casually.
All right.
Remind him that he probably dies with us.
Oh, yes.
He knows.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That's good news.
Okay, so I am off target.
How much?
1d10 times d percentile, 10, or times 10% of the distance that was to be traveled. Fortunately, that's a very short distance.
Okay.
So we're only traveling, what, 10, 20 feet? So it is d10 plus 1 d10%. Is that supposed to be?
D10 times D10%.
Oh, d10 times d10%. I see.
Right.
I understand. Okay. Only 90% off.
90?
Wait, no. 20. 20% off.
20% off.
We're gonna die.
That's no. We're in the
And do I determine what direction you go in?
Yes, you do. By rolling a D8 on a one north.
Okay, sure.
etc.
Yeah, got it.
So it's, I mean,
The standard.
it's
compass
20% off
The
20
standard,
feet.
standard splash diagram.
So it's like
4 feet.
4 feet.
4 feet off.
Okay.
Could be relevant.
Okay. So you guys all gather around, and
I'm praying the heck to Moradin.
you cast the spell, and go ahead and arrange yourselves in this room where you're going to be when you cast the spell.
So I want to be on the extreme eastern end of this grouping.
So you're going to be right there when you cast the spell.
Sure. Why not? Yes. Seems fine. What could go wrong?
All right. So you. Remember, he told you you need to be all the way down at the end of the hall when you cast the spell.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
Well-
No, I would have.
We would have done that then.
Yeah.
That was based on going 20 feet due east.
Right.
Where he just visually described the location, so he's aiming for that location.
Oh, right. Sure. Okay. Got it. That's a good point.
So how would that work exactly? Its distance is whatever its distance is, ergo. So if it wasn't 10 feet away, and he lied, but I saw the image of the place, and it was actually 100 miles away,
Right.
we would be off by 20 miles instead
Right.
of...
Okay. No, I got it. I got it. All right. So, so you cast the spell, and it's really interesting. Okay. You guys disappear and reappear in a room where a dozen obsidian shells protrude from the walls, each one bearing a black candle that sheds a flickering blue flame. The room contains a large 7-sided table surrounded by 6 matching chairs, with the 7th chair conspicuously absent. Sprouting from the floor of a windowed alcove is an 8-foot tall, 5-foot wide egg split vertically down the middle. Its shell has a smooth, almost mirror-like texture, with while silvery light ignites exterior. Now, normally he would have teleported you to a safe place, like around the table. But unfortunately, you were off in your teleportation, which means that one of you is actually going to appear inside the egg. So I'm going to roll randomly 1, 2, 3, 4.
We should have brought these donkey.
Oh,
Blemo. All right. Blemo, you materialize inside the silvery egg.
It wipes your memory.
On the plus side, it sets the stage for next week's special guest.
All right. Let's see here. Okay. You step inside you appear inside the egg, and when you do so, you get a glimpse outside. You can see there's silvery light inside here. You get a glimpse outside of your friends appearing in the same area before the egg goes and seals up closed, and you can see the seam right down the middle in front of you. You are surrounded by a comfortable warmth. It's almost like being submerged in like a heated pool or something like that. Sorry,
this.
Trevor, just so you know, we're in area 12. Okay.
Back to the womb.
exactly. This I remember.
Yes.
Although the plus side is you're in the escape pod. The rest of us are left here.
When you cast Earthquake.
When I cast Earthquake.
And you feel a pleasant warmth surrounding you.
The important thing is that when you leave, you say nanu nanu.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the critically important. It's the verbal component of this magic item.
I think I just wet myself.
Yeah. That's what I was
So
thinking.
when we arrive, I say, "Oh look, Blambo's inside that egg."
What do you know?
Did you mean for that to happen? Are we even in the right place?
That was unintentional.
Can I push it open?
Yeah, so you basically, like, you reach out in front of you and push, and when you put some pressure on it, it parts for you, and you step out into the cool room.
Then you close it back on. I'm gonna stay here for a little while, guys.
Let me know when you're done in here.
What happened to you?
I was enveloped in warmth. It was very pleasant.
What is that thing?
I assume it's a bed.
A place of contemplation. I assume. I will arcana that.
I would like to make an Arcana check too.
You can do so.
Can you move it?
Oh, I can just ask Zamgrass. What the?
Is it on a pedestal or?
It is really big, and it is sitting on the floor, right? So it's basically it's like standing on the floor.
My check result is 20.
Okay. So you ask Zamkris, and what Zamkris tells you is that it's basically his sleeping pod. Okay. Now you've got Arcana, right? And so you take a look at this thing, and looking at it, you can see that there are runes etched into it that indicate that it is some kind of magic item. And on closer examination, you recognize a lot of these runes are associated with necromancy and conjuration, and that they're typically associated with healing magics. You get the impression that this is some kind of healing pod, basically.
I get in it.
I would also like you to make a second intelligence arcana check, please.
15.
Okay. Based on what you surmise from this, you don't think it is like any kind of special, like, heal up super fast. You think it might actually just be something that normalizes natural healing. And based on what you know of the astral plane, that is probably because healing is either natural healing is either less effective or ineffective while you're on the plane.
Can we roll it along with us?
Is this where we were supposed to end up?
Yes.
He did say it's a place where we could rest safely.
Wait a minute. Do we know how he how you got the information of getting here? Oh yeah, you told us that you were talking to Zamkrist,
He
right?
tells you that he was talking to Zamkris.
I would like to know something from Zamkrist.
What is it?
How we retrieve a soul from this palace.
That is difficult.
Is that what he said?
I will ask Zamgrass, but I suspect I know the answer already.
I'm gonna look around. I want to see the size of the room. I want to see where the exits are.
Okay.
I want to basically.
You see that
Scout out.
there are no exits. There are windows in the northern end of the room, basically behind the rejuvenation pod.
Okay.
Actually, there's only a single window behind the rejuvenation pod, and you see no visible exits from this room.
So, do the Githyanki travel just teleporting to rooms, or is there... How would they get here?
They can teleport.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering how they...
Well, this.
I look out the
guy's
window.
like a wizard, right?
Okay. You look out the window and you can see that you're looking out over Tudoroth.
Okay.
So what's the answer?
I'll ask Zamkras.
Okay. Asking him how you retrieve soul.
Yeah.
He tells you it can't be done.
He does not believe it can be done. I believe that he must kill Vlakith or beg for her to release the soul.
And when you kill Vlakith and you want to retrieve a specific soul, how do you do that? Well, actually, don't waste any more brain power on that question. Here's a secondary question.
Done.
Are you suggesting that if Vlakith dies, the souls in the palace are released?
That is my suspicion.
Then say no more. That's all I need. Let's get this done. I get into the rejuvenation pod.
Okay.
I'll start rolling it around if you win it.
I mean, it's really big. Like, it's 6 feet tall.
Let's all get in here and hug.
Or 8 feet tall, sorry.
I think it's.
That's the
I think we
good
need to
one you're
rest.
talking.
That's my plan. I will cast Stone Skin on you, cleric, before we go to sleep. So just in case.
So, are you going to try and take a short rest or a long rest? here?
I need a long rest. I'm getting tapped.
I want a short rest.
Why don't we start with short, and if we can get long, we go long.
I don't think there's any way we
Well-
can get a long rest in somebody else's, in an enemy palace. Come on. They know he's missing. They're going to come here and go, Samcrest? Samcrest? Oh, look. Enemies of the...
Unless there's no way for them to get into this room.
Is there a way for us to get out? Oh, we need a spell to get out of the room.
Yeah.
So we probably are getting a long rest over the
Yep.
So, I'm sorry, you said that you were sort of checking out the room and,
Yeah.
and everything. Go ahead and give me a wisdom perception check, actually. Actually, an intelligence search check is what I want.
Intelligence. It'll be at least an 18.
So we can get back with a short rest.
Go ahead and tell me the actual number, please.
I don't think I have that
You don't
skill.
have search, so.
I don't have search. Okay, so it'll just be 18.
Okay. You discover that at the center of the southern wall, there's actually a secret door. And as you are searching the walls, you see that basically the wall itself just pivots and can let you out into the corridor beyond. When you discover that, you sort of push it open, and you can see that you are at the intersection of a corridor that stretches off straight ahead of you, and then also stretches off to your right, back in this direction.
Please close the door.
Yep. Close it. Does it appear to have any sort of mechanism for locking or securing?
That is a fine question. I don't believe so. Let me double check one quick.
I'll wedge a spike under it so they can't pivot towards us.
We don't want them to come in, but we want to be able to get out fast if we have to.
So
I'm
I
thinking if
wanted,
they teleport in after us.
I wanted to spend hit dice, so...
Okay. So we'll get to that in just one second. I want to cover him searching. All right. So you find the secret door. Are you going to try and spike it shut before you guys rest?
I'm not so worried about having to get out of here fast.
Okay.
So yes.
Okay. So you're going to spike it shut. Great. You can just do that. You're playing strong enough. No problem. All right.
I am.
So you guys are going to start resting, and your intention is to hopefully take an 8-hour rest,
Yeah.
a long rest.
I think we have to.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I guess we can talk about it.
I don't
while
need
we're
to.
on rest. I wouldn't mind it because I would love to get spells back.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure that we can't, but
We can't get spells back, or that we
I'm
won't.
pretty sure that he won't be able to successfully complete a long rest.
Yeah,
But we won't know until more than that.
Yeah, but we can't get out of here unless we want to walk down the corridor. We can gamble and get the teleport spell back. I wouldn't mind getting my spells back.
But you're going to start resting regardless.
Yes.
Okay. Are you actually climbing in the rejuvenation pod?
Yes,
Okay.
unless I think it's dangerous, then I won't.
It's gonna turn into a zombie.
All right.
Be addicted to it.
I would like everyone to make wisdom perception checks, please.
You know, it's the
Including me?
You make yours a disadvantage because you're in the pod.
You know what it is? It's the Orgasmatron from Sleeper.
16.
Now, is this wisdom that I would get my proficiency?
Are you proficient in perception?
No, but I just didn't know where my
It's wisdom saving throws.
Wisdom saving throws. Okay.
I got a 23 even with this event.
Even with disadvantage? Okay, very nice.
I have 16.
All right.
But is it 5 or 10 because it's my class thing?
It's your...
Just wisdom because it's not a saving.
Right.
Um,
Wisdom check.
so 17.
Okay. All right. So all of you hear the noise of approaching footfalls. About half an hour after you guys start resting, you hear what sounds like a large number of armored footfalls heading in your direction. You can even hear it. You can hear it coming from the secret door.
Okay.
Basically, and like you're sort of standing right there, you can tell they're coming down the hallway. They appear to be coming from the southern corridor, and they are making no efforts to be quiet.
With my flailette, I want to press my ear to the door because it's possible they're just going to march around the corner, right?
Yep.
Everybody into the egg.
Nobody's coming in my egg.
So I'll be keeping track of where they're going, and if they are coming to the door and start messing with it, I'll be ready to spend one.
You're gonna leave the door spiked then?
Yeah.
Can we all fit in the egg?
No, only one creature can fit in at a time.
Okay.
All right, so you leave the door spiked, as you sort of listen at the door, and you're kind of listening. You hear the sounds of footfalls approaching you, and these sort of the metallic ring of their boots on the ground stops immediately outside the door, and you feel it budge as they try and get in. All right, so you feel the door budge.
I'm going to supplement my spike with my own strength.
Okay, sure. You just basically try and hold it closed.
Put earthquake in the hallway.
All right, and I assume you're going to let these guys know if you're doing that.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So the two of you guys outside the rejuvenation pod, you hear Blamo say that they're trying to get in. You can see the secret door is shaking, but he is managing to hold it closed. And the Githyanki outside are making no effort to be quiet. You hear orders being barked in Gith outside the door.
And what are they saying?
Are you going to come out of the pod?
I'm going to knock on him to get out of the pod.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So you come out of the pod. You can hear basically outside. It sounds like someone shouting orders to go around through the will grinder room to come through the other secret door.
Oh, disappointing. Okay.
Quickly, go spike that one. I don't know. You have to tell us that because we can't speak yet.
I tell you that, but I tell you it quietly. This is his study chamber, or?
Is there another bare spot on the wall where it seems kind of obvious that a secret door might be?
You're talking about over towards the will grinder room.
Could we create an
Yeah.
illusion
Yeah.
of him?
Once you get over there, knowing that there's one there, now you get over there and you can sort of search around for it. You find it almost immediately, and you find it's just another swivel door.
I will try to quickly but quietly spike that as well.
Okay.
Start by just with my hand wedging it in as far as I can, and then giving it some light
Okay,
taps.
sure. All right. So you are going to get over there, and basically, as you're jamming the spike under the door, they're going to try and force the door open. Now,
I would like to go over there too.
No, I'd probably go back to the first door.
sure, and keep that one held closed. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a strength contest, but they're going to have disadvantage because you've been using the spike. Oh, a 4 and a 1, so
20.
yeah, you're good. All right, so you managed to hold this one closed too. So basically, you feel that budge on your side. The same thing is going to happen. Ooh, that's not good.
Strength 18.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. All right, so you feel the two.
Oh, I have athletics skill too if I need to.
This is just raw skill, raw strength check. But so basically, these guys are trying to force this door open, but you manage to hold it closed. You're holding the one on the other side closed, and basically the two of you can feel that they're shaking and trying to force their way in. Ozu, you can hear outside someone says, "They're holding the doors closed."
We're gonna start teleporting in, bastards.
Is there anywhere to hide in here?
Not really. I mean, there's the egg, and then there's the hexagon or the 7-sided table. But even that, I mean, you could just sort of be hiding under it.
Yeah, just all hiding under the table.
I guess invisibility on him.
Okay.
And then, as long as I'm not interrupted, I do it on him. And then on him.
All right. So you're gonna take 3 rounds to turn all 3 of your allies invisible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any sense of how many people are outside the doors?
How long does that last?
Last an hour
Yeah.
Okay.
until we attack.
And then I will get up onto the table. Maybe you should come up here. I turn myself invisible.
All right. So you climb up on the table and you turn invisible as well. Okay.
So did you say that to me or to everybody?
Everybody.
All right, I'll let go of the door.
I get up onto the table.
I'll let go of the door and hustle over.
Okay. So you climb up on the. I'll climb up the table. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Didn't see you there.
Be very quiet.
We're hunting rabbits.
All right.
Okay.
I just want to say, this is awesome.
All right, so you climb up on the table and you sort of all cluster around, and basically at that point, the 4 of you are standing up on the table, invisible, and the doors are being pushed open, and eventually they push open, and Githyanki starts spilling in. You can see that there are a total of 10 Githyanki that come in. 5 come in from each direction. That, as you can imagine, largely fills this room. They don't all come in. You can see like several wait in the door on each side, but they sort of spill into the room. You can see that there are 6 just Githyanki warriors. These are just like your run-of-the-mill warriors. You can see that there are 3 of the Githyanki Red Dragon hybrids that you encountered previously, and you can see that there is 1 Gish among them with a gleaming silver sword. And basically what happens is the Githyanki warriors basically are on either side of the room, and they kind of block off the doors while the Red Dragon hybrids come in and begin searching the room.
There's nothing to search.
You know, I think that's where we're going to stop. That's too good of a cliffhanger. Okay, so that gives us about 10 minutes. Trevor, do we have any questions from the audience that we can answer?
Yeah, we have a few.
Okay, cool. Hopefully.
This one's about, it's about a little bit about skills. Do you have any plans for adding options to use expertise instead of skills? Also, any plans for options to use skill dice instead of basically any modular options to do skills differently?
So right now what we're thinking is that there are probably a lot of different things we could do with skill modules, but that's a little further down the line right now than we can really talk about. Those are certainly options, but so right now we're just going to stick with the bonus, the proficiency bonus as the default.
Okay.
It's possible we could start tinkering with things like that in modules, but that's a question for a little further down the line.
Cool, good stuff. It looks like in the latest packet there was no DC for the Dragonborn Breath Weapon. The monster manual states DC 10, but people were wondering if you guys had any guidance on what they should use.
I'll have to look that up and find out.
We can actually try to put it in a rule 3 if we want.
Yeah, we could do that.
Because it's,
We can put it on D&D Next Q&A.
yeah, exactly. Sorry,
Okay.
next Q&A.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry.
How dare you miss something?
Yeah, it's just an oversight. We'll get on that.
Yeah. This one was for Chris. Since you're playing the assassin, have you used any poisons?
I have not.
Okay. Do you have any opinion on the one?
I haven't used the poisons because the poison rules say that the creature who is affected by the poison has to ingest a dose of it. So, and it's kind of hard to make somebody you're fighting eat something.
That's true.
Sorry.
I think that was all the questions we really had from the chat. Let me check Twitter real quick just to make sure.
The Twitters.
Yeah.
Okay.
We didn't have too many questions come up during the chat. I mean, it's got some. There's a question that they're asking for to do another character sheet. So I know we don't
I have
any
no- I have
on
no idea
on that one
personally,
yet.
so, yeah.
But I just wanted to bring that one up. But all right.
Okay,
And
so
yeah, we're good.
all right, I guess that will draw this live stream to a close. Thanks for everybody for watching, and as you'll recall, by watching this, you did agree to the terms of our online playtest agreement, the OPTA, which you can find the terms of at www.dndnext.com. On behalf of Chris, Tom, James, Matt, and Trevor, thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next couple of weeks sometime.
We'll have more details on the exact data up on the calendar on the website. And
There you go.
Also post it up in an article somewhere.
All right, thanks for watching, guys.